Start recording. So folks, our tour continues, Electric Dog Sled on Wheels, on the Malvern battlefield. So this says this is the farthest advance. Two small structures used as slave quarters stood in the clearing. Some of the fiercest fighting raged around them in twilight as men of Paul J. Semmes' Confederate Brigade used the buildings for shelter and exchanged short-range fire with the counter-attacking Union troops. It is unlikely that any organized Confederate formation advanced beyond these cabins. None reached the roaring line of the cannons at the hill's crest, and I believe the cannons are right there. When July 2nd dawned, a line of Southern casualties stretched across the hill, showing the high water mark of the Confederate advance. So they're easy girls. They're just excited for Scott. So that's come on girls, hike. That's the sign there. Remember, we're on the Malvern battlefield. We're in Virginia, near Richmond, and this is one of the best preserved battlefields of the Confederate of the Civil War. So just coming down here, seeing what this says. Ho, guys. So we got another one to read, folks. Okay, Meta, start recording. So we're on the Malvern battlefield, and this farm road we're running right here, I believe, says the Army's fought the Battle of Malvern Hill across several very large and productive farms. That agricultural landscape helped shape the course of the battle. Stacks of recently harvested wheat offered feeble shelter to men of both sides. Farm buildings became battlefield landmarks. Troops used unimproved farm roads to move across the battlefield, and no doubt some of the men found protective cover in the well-worn roadbeds, such as the one in front of you right here. And by 1864, natural cover became less important as soldiers routinely constructed earthworks everywhere they stopped. So, really historic and interesting. Okay, Meta, stop recording. Okay, Meta, start recording. Howdy, how you doing? Great. That's for sure. Thank you. Have a great day, bud. So, folks, we're on the Malvern battlefield from the Civil War, and this is one of the, in the best shape of one of the Civil Wars of the best shape battlefield from the Civil War that still remains, is my understanding. And really interesting and a really awesome way to see history with the dogs. Now the dogs are loving it, of course, because we're on grassy trails, and the grass and the dirt hold a lot of the scents of dogs other animals that pass through here, wildlife mostly, and of the environment basically. So it gives them something to pick up a scent on, to track essentially. And when we run on blacktop, which we're going to do soon, it's not quite as exciting for them. Of course, they love to run, but this motivates them, this kind of texture. So this battlefield is pretty cool. I mean, it's terrible what happened here, of course. I'll never forget that. But it's nice that we can tour it, pay respects, and understand the importance of it in American history, and really all history. So we've got Lola on my left, up front. She's the black dog, black and white and gray. We've got Nikita on the right of Lola in the front, which is the cocoa colored husky. They're all huskies. On the rear left, we've got Cyan, who's the gray wolf coat, they call that. And on the right of Cyan, in the back behind Nikita, is, whoa, the black dog. And that is, and she's doing a bathroom break, just pee. That is Inyo. And good girl. So she's peeing. We obviously don't have to clean that up, but we do clean up all other messes. And there's a lot of other animals back here that probably do messes on the trail, but we always want to stay within all the park laws and county ordinances and all that stuff. We're having a ball, folks. This is how we do it in Wolf Driver Land. Okay, Meta, stop recording. Oh, guys. Hey, Scott, just gonna give him a little water. Hang on, girls. Hey. Okay, Meta. Start recording. So, folks, we're on the Malvern battlefield, and we're just taking a quick jaunt. It's anywhere from 2 to 3 miles from what I understand. Different trails are different mileage. We're not sure which one we got on, but we're actually in the battlefield is my understanding. Again, we are running the dogs on the ATV type scooter because of the terrain. It's a little harder to navigate on my regular electric dog sleds. Beautiful day out here. We've got the drone up in the sky doing some good footage, and the dogs are getting to run without any snow today. They love the snow, don't get us wrong, but today we found an area without any snow because we've been doing so much snow. This is the Easy Raider, what I call the Easy Mush board, and we're just having a ball. It's a beautiful day, a little warm for the dogs, so we're keeping them extra hydrated. We'll spray their pads down, and I mean, it's in the 50s, and usually they've come from last week was in the I think 9-degree mark at home. So and when we went in the mountains, it was cooler. So that's the way we do it in Wolf Driver Land. A lot of history here. Check out some of my other videos because they're just all kinds of history, interesting facts, and I'm reading the signs as I go along. I showed the cannons when we started, and that's how we do it in Wolf Driver Land, folks. Good girls. Lola, she's gonna take a quick breather. Good girls. Good girls. That's Inyo drinking. So our co-pilot's ahead with the other water ball. This is a quick loop, like I said, so no need to have both water balls. Good girls. So that's a quick hit on the water. We put that away, and we're on our way. Good girls. Hike. So I give them the command. Now, they can't pull this vehicle. It's too heavy for them. This is more about kind of like taking a walk, but they can pull against their harnesses. It becomes more of a dog roading exercise, which is like resistance running. Not many people know about dog roading. So I have a website called dogroading.com. Now, I did not invent it, but I've designed my own style of it, basically. And because it's so flies under the radar so much, it's really nice to share it so people get ideas, different ways they can run high energy breed dogs. We're coming up on some cannons, it looks like. That's interesting, but that's what this area is all about, obviously. I'm coming up on my co-pilot too, and oh yeah, I got a whole artillery of ooh. Okay, Meta, stop recording. Okay, Meta, start recording. So, folks, we're on the Malvern battlefield, one of the best preserved battlefields of the Civil War. Coming up on some cannons. We passed some when we started off. I'm going to read some signage here. G, come around. G, come around. G, come around. That's like a U-turn. So let me read this real quickly as we look at the cannons. So that's, I guess, tarnished. That's why it's green, copper. I don't know, maybe the black ones were refinished. Maybe they weren't there. So Confederate futility, it says. The Confederate plan called for dozens of cannons to gather here and on the Poindexter farm, nearly a mile to the east, to our left. The combined fire directed at the Union batteries atop Malvern Hill would clear the way for an infantry assault up the hill. But everything went wrong. Officers failed to collect enough cannon. Batteries came up to this ridge one at a time, were pounded by stronger and more numerous Union guns, and left the field in disarray. A similar scenario played out a short distance to the east on Poindexter Farm. The Confederate infantry attack went forward anyway, many of the soldiers marching directly through the smoking debris on this high ground and coming under direct short-range fire for the first time. So we are here. We're touring this whole area. The dogs are here, and the dogs are ready to go. They don't like stopping for this stuff, but this is important as we move on.